Back with another episode of Local Roots. Hi, I'm Todd Studer. Had a great weekend, and I enjoyed Father's Day yesterday, and also I enjoyed Junkwood on Saturday. Boy, was that a ton of fun. Came home with some great stuff, and also came home with a great conversation. I had a chance to talk with Sandy Redshaw. She's with Friends of Underwood, and they're one of the organizations that help put on the Junkwood event every year. I think she said it's the 11th year. We're going to learn more about that from her very, very shortly because I had a chance to talk with her about that and learn more about what was going on. So that conversation took place on Saturday, and we're going to be bringing you that very, very soon. Right now, want to let you know that when you need precision metal fabrication done right, look no further than Foxco Fabrication. From custom welding to large-scale manufacturing, they're going to bring your ideas to life with expert craftsmanship and cutting-edge technology. Whether it's industrial, commercial, or custom fabrication, they get the job done on time and built to last. Look at some of the projects they do and what they can do for you on their website, foxcofab.com. Castle and Associates of American Family Insurance is your local insurance provider for all of your home, auto, life, business, and farm insurance needs. With 4 convenient locations in Council Bluffs, Trainer, Bellevue, and Elkhorn, they are local and in your neighborhood, ready to help you navigate the complexities of insurance today. Travis and his team educate, advise, and simplify insurance, all to protect those things you cherish most. Give them a call for your free quote. We're going to have Travis back on the show very, very soon, hopefully this week, and we can talk to him about more of the changes that are going on inside of the insurance industry. You're going to want to stay tuned and look out for that episode. All right. Let's get you to our conversation that I had with one of the Friends of Underwood, Sandy Redshaw. You have been busy getting Junkwood organized and together with a group of other folks, I'm sure.
Oh, yes, many volunteers, and this is our 11th year. And so it's grown every year, and this year is going actually very, very well.
Is it the weather that's got it going so well? Is it just is the words getting out more and more? What do you think it is?
The word's getting out more, and we have a following. And with social media, everybody's doing their own, as well as we have a volunteer that does a wonderful job with our social media. So
Right.
we've been putting the word out for a long time. So
Well, and also I went to your Facebook page, the event page,
right.
on Facebook, and I saw that 2,200 people had
Yeah.
clicked interested.
Yes.
That's a huge number.
Yes, well, our Marcia Grondeck's our publicity manager, and she has done a fabulous job. She's retired, and she has put her great effort into making our group well known in our community as well as beyond. So I had to give her lots of kudos for all the work she's done.
And the work going into the event, what you folks have done here is you've not only made a great community event and you're bringing people in. I see a lot of Nebraska plates out there, so we know people are coming across the river to
Right.
come to this. But at the same time, you have made it to where it is such an appealing thing for your vendors.
Right.
And I know I've talked with several of them. This is something they look forward to every year. Some have said this is our biggest event of the year.
Yes, and one of the things I hear is free admission. That is a very big thing because they're used to going to the ones closer to Omaha
Right.
where it's kind of expensive to
Yeah.
just walk in the door. So that's what we pride ourselves in, that it's free, and everybody's here to have a good time. We've got some music going out.
Mhm.
And I do have to do a shout out to Mackenzie Shelton. She's the one that's got all the vendors organized and did the mapping for where they're located. But we have many more volunteers that step up and quietly do the hard work of getting everything organized. So we really appreciate that.
Well, you talked about all the work that's going into it. How far back does this go? When did you start working on this?
Oh, probably 6 months ago.
Okay,
Or
right.
sooner. We're always people will drop us their cards for vendors, and we'll just keep them stacked up till we're ready to contact them. But And we have a lot of support from the city of Underwood and the city council and other businesses that have helped us with setup and all the departments that make a small town work have really helped us. And you'll see them helping us clean up too. So it's an amazing group of people.
Another thing I thought was great, it is such a great small town event because we see all the vendors lined up in a Third Avenue, right? Is where this
Right.
at. And going on right now on a building is a crew putting a new roof on one
Right.
of these buildings at the same time. And to me, that is quintessential small town
Right.
Iowa.
The work
Life's
never
still
stops.
life's still going on.
Exactly.
And but at the same time, all of these folks that are out here, and you've got a great vibe. You've got a lot of folks indoors in the building that we're in right now,
Yeah.
and just a ton of vendors outside in all sorts of
Right.
different people.
Well, we are selective. We're looking for the antique or upcycled or repurposed,
Mhm.
kinds of products, and we do also have some of the home businesses, but we limit to one each, so we get a large variety, something for everybody, and that's what we strive for.
And word's getting out more and more, and it's getting
Right.
out wider spread. Hey, Junkwood is
Right.
we want to be at that event every year, and I'm sure if you're anything like me, starting probably about a week to 10 days out, just as soon as you could get the extended forecast coming up,
Right.
you're watching, you're
Right.
really paying attention. A little bit warm today,
Yep.
but weather's beautiful.
Exactly. And we have some ball games going on
We
all
heard the
day
crowd.
long. And
Yeah.
so we're thankful for those folks that want to stop down or have stopped down and shopped. And we had people probably here at 7:30 this morning shopping when the event actually starts at 8. So, people know the weather and so they know their abilities. So they get out before it gets warm. So everybody's having a good time. Plus, they're here to eat too. We have some good food vendors.
Yes,
So,
you do. I noticed that as soon
yeah.
as we pulled up, I started to smell. Oh boy.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk to you about the purpose to this podcast is to highlight what goes on in the more rural communities
Yes.
because let's be honest. I mean, I grew up in one even smaller than Underwood, and a lot of times people just don't. It's not that they're being ignored; it's that they're not even aware. They're just.
Exactly.
It's just you're an exit going along the interstate,
Right.
but there's folks here in this community that are living their lives. They're sending their kids to school. They're starting businesses. They're joining organizations. All of these different things is just everything is on a smaller level.
Right. In our Friends of Underwood group, the sole purpose is to do good things for the city of Underwood and the surrounding communities that are covered by the school district. Other things we have coming up is the Monday markets. That's our farmers market.
Mhm.
That'll be starting a week from Monday. And I don't know if people are noticing that we've done a mural on the side of the fire department.
Right.
We raised money and had that painted. We have the little free libraries in town, and we put out benches and we put the flowers along with Optimus and Umba and everybody else who in the city participates in the funding those flowers, and anything to do good things for our community is what we're all about.
The other thing I really like about this particular area, and I talk about it a lot, is that Southwest Iowa, I think more than any other region, has a community feel across the board.
Absolutely.
And that because you've got Neola just up the road,
Right.
you have on the other side of the county, Avoca, Hancock, a trainer going back towards another part of the county, and it's not just Pottawatomie County, but you can look down to Mills County, you can look to Cass County, even as far as Adams County. If somebody's from Southwest Iowa, there's a community feel even past
Absolutely.
the small community that you live in.
Yeah, we support. I mean, you'll find me at the movie theater in Neola probably almost every weekend, So and they support us as well. So we like to help each other out, and I think that is the small town
Yeah,
feeling, and the it's our vibe. And we have new businesses in Underwood that
that's true. There are. Yeah.
absolutely wonderful, and some new ones yet to come. So I think things are starting to hop on Main Street in Underwood. I think it's going to be great.
Yeah, these are the types of things that not only help a community survive, but also thrive.
Absolutely.
And there are other places, and I could tell you about some of them that has not happened.
Right.
And because there wasn't anyone and any organizations like the ones that you're a part of to be able to look forward and say, look, we need to look past just the way things are today.
Right.
And because of that, they are not just in decline. I mean, I know some that are going to have to unincorporate because it's just gotten so bad.
Right.
That's not the case here. Not the case in Underwood. Not the case in Neola. Not the case in Avoca. Not the case in all of the different communities, small communities we have here. You see this kind of thing going on.
Absolutely. And Fourth of July's,
Right.
just around the corner, and there's many groups in this town, all volunteer, who are putting that together and putting their time and their effort to seeing that people come to this community, have a good time, spend money here.
Mhm.
And we're thriving, and people want to live here. We have a great school district, and so
Yeah.
and we've got some fun, wonderful things happening there with some, with the new bond that's gonna be. We're gonna start seeing it, I'm sure, anytime soon. And they've done some wonderful things with the ball fields as
Right.
well, and it's really cool to see.
It is so great that, and again, Underwood is a prime example of this, that you can see growth, you can see improvement while still maintaining the Underwood identity.
Absolutely.
It's still here.
It's this, you can still live in a small town and have access to things now in the community, as well as when you go further out, to you still have access to an airport, but you can live. That's why I live here. I wanted to raise my kids in a small town. I'm a farm kid from South Dakota, so that's the way. And we came for the school, and they got a great education, and maybe someday they'll come back here after they've tried out some things and raise their kids here. So
Well, Sandy, thank you so much for taking some time today. I know you're crazy busy with everything going on, but
glad to do it.
wonderful event.
Thank you.
And I know that these are the days that you can actually relax a little bit because you've done all the hard work. And if you've done it correctly,
Right.
then the actual day of the event is not nearly as stressful. And that's what you've accomplished here.
Thank you so much.
Saturday was just so much fun. And again, thank you, Sandy, for being willing to sit down and talk with me. And also for all of the hard work you and the rest of the Friends of Underwood are doing to be able to help grow the community and the surrounding communities as well. Do you or does someone you love need in-home care? Home Care Advocacy Network helps you maintain your own privacy and your own space while still receiving care and support with a personalized touch. Aging in place can be critical for many people. Home Care Advocacy Network can meet those needs with an understanding that assisted living is best at home. HCAN of Southwest Iowa brings the personal touch to care at home in Glenwood, Red Oak, Clarinda, Council Bluffs, all the surrounding communities. Visit hcan.com/Southwest Iowa to learn more. And if you have a leak, a clogged drain, or planning a big remodel, Waldstein Plumbing in Council Bluffs has you covered with fast, reliable service and expert craftsmanship, handling everything from small repairs to major installations. And also, have you been noticing that your air conditioner is not working the way that it should? You need to get a hold of Air Serv Heating and Air Conditioning in Council Bluffs, and they can take a look at what's going on. And maybe it's just something simple, maybe it's a little more complicated, but at least you know that when you call Air Serv Heating and Air Conditioning in Council Bluffs, you're calling someone that has an understanding that integrity matters. Don't forget to watch the latest episode of the podcast Circle of Trades. That's Travis Waldstein, owner of Air Serv Heating and Air Conditioning and Waldstein Plumbing in Council Bluffs. And he's brings on some of his customer service representatives to talk with them about what it's like working for Travis and also what it's like working for you, because these are the folks that answer the phone when you are calling. So again, that is the latest episode of Circle of Trades. You can find it on Facebook. You can find it on Spotify. And you can also find it on YouTube as well. Just search for Circle of Trades. All right, that wraps up the show for today. Thank you so much. I hope your week is launching well. I know mine is. My name's Todd Studer. We'll see you back here again tomorrow morning.